Hello, it's me. So what are we doing? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to let the cards tell me. I'll sit here and play with them. Play. So play. Let's talk about that. Tarot cards weren't originally called tarot cards, by the way. They were from the 1400s, and they were Italian, which is really kind of interesting to me because I have a bit of Italian. I actually look almost eerily identical to my Italian grandmother, who passed away. I don't know. My sister would know the date, but I know she was born. Well, we don't even know that. So we know she was born. But the year, it was 1903 or 1904. We were all very hopeful that she'd make it to 100. But she got stomach cancer. I blame Celebrex or whatever that drug she was on for her incredible pain. But you know what? She never seemed to be much in pain. She would wake up every morning and meditate for hours, I felt like. But I was a kid, so it could have just been minutes. I just saw the sun in reverse. She would meditate for a very long time, and she would pray the rosary. Here, probably one of her rosaries here on my table. Oh, I just got chills just holding it. Very much so believed in God, but back to what I was saying about the Italians, and they use them as playing cards to kind of play with their divination. So is that divination, deviation? I don't know where I just got that, but I know a lot of people think it's occult. Well, that didn't happen until like the 1700s. So my sister actually remembers my father talking about my aunt, or great aunt Frances, playing in such things, and then finding out, and he put two and two together. My dad, who's a Leo, put two and two together that she got dementia, and he blamed that she dabbled in such things. How many of us get dementia now as we get older? I just found a cure of sorts for cognitive issues is a tincture made of rosemary, and you can use vodka, like high alcohol content. If you're into alcohol, I use apple cider vinegar. Taking a shot of that. Just really. No matter what. I think it wakes you up because it's so very fiery going down. But anyway, so you take your rosemary and cover it with the apple cider vinegar, and you just let it sit for a week or two. I mean, it's not going to hurt you if you just start doing it right away. The week or two is the acid pulling out whatever it is that's great in that rosemary. I also had a great aunt, great aunt Rosemary. A bunch of sisters. I want to say 6. There's Doris, Frances, Rose, Mary, Josephine, my grandmother, Doris, Frances, Rose, Doris, Frances, Rose, Mary, Josephine. Who am I? Lucille. Lucille, my Aunt Lucille, she came late like me. They were all very much older. So she would understand what it was like to be raised by multiple parental units of sorts. I was probably more raised by my 2 brothers and sister than I was raised by my parents. Not in any harsh feelings towards that at all. I'm just saying, they were busy. They're all gone now, not my sisters and brothers. My sisters. My sister and my brothers, they're here. Very much so here. But all of those ancestors are gone. And my parents, I feel like they're all watching, keeping an eye on me with the King of Pentacles coming out, the Chariot. I've already seen these cards today with the Sun in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant. Page of Wands in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse. So what is it you guys want to talk about? Self-imposed restrictions, maybe? How the Sun in the upright is, if you can't appreciate the Sun after today, I don't know what. It's just happiness, joyous outcome, success. 7 of Pentacles, it's sort of like planting a seed, kind of magician energy. The magician is exactly what it sounds like. You know, there's a magician on the stage and there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't understand. But that's what makes him the magician, or her. But the 7 of Pentacles is patience, hard work, delayed success, waiting. Something with all of my water energy that I constantly try to create, work on. I'm just not that person. Not a patient person. But I work on that. I added water to my table. I don't know if you can't see that, but the Hierophant is the last card, and it is a tradition, conventional expectations, conformity. Okay, so when the Italians were playing these cards way back in the day, the actual magician the Hierophant and the Empress resembled the Pope. So basically, tarot is not Wiccan of sorts or whatever. Occult. And someone who totally believes in a higher power. I remember reading books when I was younger and getting in massive amounts of, not trouble, just the hell are you doing with that kind of thing. Because it wasn't about what my parents thought God was. However, it is apparently straight from God, or God's a part of it. Successful outcomes to your problems. That's a good thing. King of Pentacles. A solid and practical leader. A wise investor. Solid and practical leader. The Chariot. I've talked about the Chariot multiple times when I'm playing with these cards. Yeah, maybe. Wind chimes. I've never gotten this one. I've been playing with these for about a year now. Peace and harmony. The Chariot. Forward moving. The Chariot. The black and the white horse. The balance of the both. Who was I talking to today? That they're waiting for their chariot. They're waiting for their emperor to come in. And I'm like, we're not 20 anymore. We don't need to procreate, make families. We're older now. So what we're looking for is what we want to be. So become what you want to attract. And when I said it, I was like pretty proud of that. It's a good idea. Success captured with good plans and hard work. So to have the sun, which we said was the joyous everything, with the Page of Wands underneath, how you create that is with hard work and do I have to try to read it again? In light without glasses. Yes, I'm up for the challenge. Success captured with good plans and hard work. Page of Wands. An active kid, a new project or creative idea. Well, that's really cool how that came together. To be joyous, come up with a good plan, an active idea, and give it some hard work. I like it. Seven of Pentacles, as I said before, is the patience, hard work, delayed success, and the waiting. So as the rest of the world thinks that you're in your pajamas, laying in bed watching Netflix, and the reality is what you're doing is, hey, this didn't work, and I'm going to patiently plan and then put in the hard work. Smart, because that's kind of what I've been doing. And that's kind of, oh, I got 3. That's kind of hermit energy, which is one of the major arcana. It's when you go within to clarify. A quest for personal truth. A quest for personal truth. Pin with a new job, a career. Sitting right on top of the Nine of Swords in reverse. So the Nine of Swords is when you're having nightmares, anxiety, grief. Those are the things that take us into the Hermit energy, right? So when you have the nine, but it's in reverse. So as a reading of what these cards are trying to tell us tonight is, yeah, maybe a new job or a career. Eight of Swords. The anguish. Oh my gosh. Who is binding you? What is all this craziness? Well, she's looking in the mirror. So that tells you what happens after you go into that Hierophant energy and you really actually find the clarity, not just the idea on how to make something, but when you find the clarity of a lot of what your noise and anxiety and grief is, you should look in the mirror. Because we've been through so much. And it's still there. I mean, we remember it from day one. Some people that say you remember it from before day one. Like, day one didn't start when you were born. It started when you were, like, in the womb. Some people actually believe that you can pull the energy from the mom. And so, wow. So we can go beyond generations and generations. And then they're saying that, I heard that the karma, you're releasing generational karma. So I guess that's what that's about. So, wow. Shrewdness and resourcefulness with the fox, especially in business. The Eight of Swords under the wind chimes, which the wind chimes were peace and harmony. So if the chariot, in order for the chariot, the white and the black horse without the reins, that you have to run with your mind, you have to remain in peace and harmony. You have to look in the mirror and maybe realize that there's shrewdness. Shrewdness isn't necessarily a bad thing. Resourcefulness is definitely not a bad thing, especially in business. Underneath the sun in reverse, with the egg, which is all about that preparation. Success assured with good plans and hard work. To get that Page of Wands in the upright. An active kid, new project, creative idea. So you might ask, why is that an active kid? Well, it can show up in certain readings as the active kid. You know, if you were doing like a reading for a family, or maybe your worries are centered around a child. But it also could mean new projects, and she's just twirling the baton. So it's a freedom, like Almost like the Fool feeling. The Fool is walking off the ledge and just kind of trusting God, the divine. So with that, we have recognition and rewards for merit. So with the hard work, you'll get that baton feeling. That's your success, right? And with the sun, you get that sun on the upright. Planting the seeds with the Seven of Pentacles. Patience, hard work, delay, waiting for success. With the Fan. Romance, celebration, and party. Yeah. And with the Ear. Good news. The Hierophant underneath. That's that tradition. Conventional expectations and conformity. So when the Italians were playing with all these cards, wow. They basically mimicked them off of people in their life that they were observing. They didn't have anything fun to do, so that's what they created. And I just think it's absolutely amazing how it can open people up to talk. How it can bring out things that we never thought of. It's almost like an unwritten book that you drop down a page at a time. And then each card has like 5 different meanings. So we can create the story. It's not witchcraft. But it sure is cool. It was our people, our ancestors who made this to help understand what it was they were going through, as I get the Tower moment. To just Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Just to get their feeling, Nine of Swords again. Just to understand their emotions, their feelings, and, you know, kind of like how it works. Very neat. I really enjoy playing with my cards.